Hello, beautiful souls. Oh man, just getting up and getting around here. Um, Sitting down to write my message, and then had something interesting come in. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll do a video right now. Uh, anyway, have a couple. Hi, hi, Trixie. You gonna sit in my lap? Oh. I have a couple messages coming in. First one has to do with emotional integration. And even before you get to emotional integration is the willingness, oh, hi, the willingness to feel. And that is what I am, what's been coming in really strong for me, for people right now, is that to convey and plant seeds around this willingness to feel that, yes, you do need to be a feeling human. And I know that sounds funny, but a lot of us, through our trauma and experiences, have learned to turn that off and not listen. And as many of us now are starting the spiritual journey, that is one of the things that you're going to have to look at if you want to make any progress within yourself and have it be truth, right? And have it not be bypassing. You know, in looking at a lot of, my Facebook friends and whatever, I can see a lot of people that are still bypassing, and it's not my job to say anything. And what's funny is that I just know they're going to get there. They're going to get to a point that feeling is going to be okay. And when I say be willing and open and accepting of feeling your feelings, so many of us have gone through some pretty horrible stuff. And so we have synonymized feelings with pain. And so we don't want to feel pain. And a lot of us that have gone through, trauma, we're afraid that if we tap into that pain, that it's never going to go away. It's not true. It's not true. And so once you start to let some of this stuff flow, where you intentionally dive into your pain, that takes courage, man. I tell you what. Dive into your pain, feel it, let it move. Let it move through and out, right? We've been holding it down because we didn't want to acknowledge it. No, I don't want to do this. No, right? Pushing it down. Nope, not there. Pushing it down, where it seriously turns into acid is what keeps coming in. Acid as in not good for you, right? The opposite of alkaline, the type of disease environment, or who knows what. Okay, we just let things flow. We use our emotions, I say use, as a tool, as an indicator for where we are in each moment. And so for those of you that have trouble knowing what you're feeling, just try to label it, right? And if you're, and you know what? It's okay. A lot of humans are stunted in this way. Do not judge yourself. No joke. So I don't know if you remember seeing they have these little signs with all the little faces on it with different expressions. And if you're new to all this, print one of those out, right? Periodically throughout your day, go check in with yourself. What am I feeling? Oh, I'm feeling a little bit of dis-ease, not ease, in my stomach. What is that? And so go into it. Go into it, see what it is. Try to put a feeling on it at least. Try to dive in and see what it has to tell you. Acknowledge it. Right? Stop denying yourself. Stop denying your experience here. Here's the thing. A lot of us have been through abusive situations. But what I've noticed is that I was the most abusive to myself. I was gaslighting my own self. I was totally denying my reality. I was pushing through at times when every single cell in my body was telling me to stop and slow down and take it easy. You know, like I was a rubber band pulled really tightly and I was not listening. It is time for us to love ourselves. It's time for us to listen to ourselves. And the first and best way to do that is to be able to figure out what in the heck you're feeling. And then we come into this thing of this integration, emotional integration. Okay, so in any moment, I can tell you how I'm feeling. And if it is something that doesn't feel that great, I can take action. I will not get stuck, but I will take action towards feeling better. It's an indicator. Make a different decision. Make a different decision. You can either have gratitude, right? There's all different choices, but it's about making a choice. And choosing to deny your experience is not going to get you very far. At least not in any expansion of consciousness. It's really not. It's just perpetuating the old paradigm of keeping you a worker slave. We are here to express. We are here to bring whatever, gifts we are given. And we need to allow that free flowing of emotional energy to be in our best state. There was something else I was going to say too, but wow. That is important. Oh, yeah, valuing yourself. So, this has been coming in big time for me too. You need to trust your intuition. And I say that and I laugh because they're like, yeah, Sally. Like, I know. We all need to trust our intuition. Yeah, it's funny how, when you're aligned and you start to move in that space, like, I'll be told to do something. Like, I'll be told to go up and talk to somebody. I'll be told to send a message to somebody. And so I'll do it. And sometimes the reason is that, Sally, you weren't listening to your intuition here. You already knew that what they were saying was not true. A lot of people are lying to themselves. And they don't know it. They don't know it. And so they are lying outward too. And so listening to your intuition is the best thing you can do. If something feels like it's off, period. It doesn't need to be off for another person too. You don't need to have 4 red flags to be like, nah. If you're feeling like somebody is not being honest, it's true. Perhaps they're not even being honest with themselves. And so what's that going to do? even if you say anything to them, they're not even going to know. This is what I'm noticing a lot. People don't even know that they're lying to themselves. Trying to convince themselves of their old life or whatever is good and that they made the right decisions, and it's all just a big whole ego fest. But it's interesting what people will do to stick with what they have in their comfort zone, consciously and subconsciously. Anyway, listen to that voice within you that's telling you what's happening with people. The more you exercise that muscle, the more it's going to work for you, the easier it's going to be for you to decipher every time. Just keep doing the work, people. Every single thing that triggers you in any situation has only to do with what's inside of you. Very little, if not a minuscule amount, has to do with what's outside of you. We got some things to wrap up, people. It's all good. We are making progress. Big progress. We're about to see some big results. Keep it up. Keep up the good work, everybody. I love you. Bye.